Hey guys, this is Abs. Thanks a lot for taking out the time to view this demonstration. I'm going to be demonstrating the auto comment bomb and showing you exactly how this works. I'm actually using a demo bot here myself, so it's under the test mode. However, it has been fully coded and this is exactly what you're going to see. Other than in your file, you'll actually have auto ACB, auto comment bomb, rather than a BCB test. Okay, the very first thing that I'm going to talk you through is how your URLs work and how all your comment files and everything are going to look as well. So the very first thing is you've got blog list.txt. Now this is the file that's going to hold all of the URLs where you want the software to go through and start commenting on. So fairly easy, fairly simple. This supports 4 platforms. It supports B2 Evolution, WordPress, Blog Engine and movable type blogs, and you can enter them all into the one text file and the software will automatically recognize the IDs and the names of areas it needs to fill in. You got a comment.txt file, guys, and this is spinnable as well. All you need to do is enter your comment on the one line and just have as many spin versions as you like, spinning either sentences or words, entirely up to you, and it uses the normal spinned syntax, and nested spinned syntax is also supported. You've also got a Captcha.txt file, guys. Now this is actually spelled DECAPTCHER.txt. Now if you want the software to work with Captcha, all you need to do is from within the software check the use Captcha checkbox and just ensure that you have your details populated within the Captcha file. Now the way the Captcha file would work is you'll have your username on one line, then your password on the other line, and then your port on the third line, and you'll press and you'll save it over and the software will pick that up. Now your emails.txt file, again guys, this would be one email per line. Just ensure you don't have any blank lines right at the bottom. If you do, the software will start filling in, will start using that as a random list item, and you will get blank fields entered into the email area. Now guys, you got a urls.txt file and you got a keywords.txt file. Now the way these two work is very unique to this software. I'm going to show you exactly how it works now. So I've got urls.txt file here. I'll place this towards, let me just open up the keywords.txt file as well, put the keywords.txt file there, and I'll also put the urls.txt file next to it. Now then guys, when the software picks up a URL, we want the software to also match our keywords so that we can have keywords matching to URLs. Now the only logical way of getting this done was to use list positions. So for example, the very first URL you have on your url.txt file will be classed as list position 0, and the keywords, when the software enters this URL here, the keywords that it'll be using would be from the keywords.txt file on list position 0 as well. The second one would be list position 1, and any keyword you'd like for this URL to be entered in, you would enter it into the keywords.txt file on list position 2. What I will do, I won't save these over, but I'll give you a better understanding. Okay, so say for example we had http www.google.com. Now the keywords for google.com have to be on the same line on the keywords.txt file. So I'm going to be, you can actually spin these as well. So I'm going to spin it. So I'm going to write search engine. The second one I'm going to have Google, and the third one I'm going to have, I won't have a third one in there, and I'll close it off with a bracket. Now the second URL, what I want the software to randomly choose from and start creating links for is http www.yahoo.com. Now this is only an example, guys. These will be your money sites down here, or your other article, or your articles, or anything else that's linking back to your site. And for Yahoo, I'm going to type in the keyword in the second line that corresponds with where Yahoo is placed in the urls.txt file. So I'm going to write Yahoo and search engine again, and I'm going to close that off. Again guys, you can have as many keywords as you like, just separate them by pipelines and don't forget to close them off. Now on the third line I'm going to have http www.bing.com, and this time I only want to use the one keyword for Bing, so I'm just going to enter Bing. On the fourth line, guys, I'm going to have http www.aol.com, and for AOL I only want to use I want to use two keywords. I want to use America Online and also AOL. So as you can see, guys, we can actually have our keywords matching up with the URLs. The only thing that we need to ensure is that we are placing the keywords on exactly the same lines as the URL is placed in the urls.txt file. Hopefully this should be simple enough. Now, I'm not going to save because I already had my keywords and everything in there, and this is how my keywords and my URLs look, which I did show just a little while ago. So as you can see, for auto backlink bomb, the keywords I'm using is SEO software, backlinks tool, and for bigeseotechniques.com/blog, I'm using SEO blog, SEO news, search engine optimization, and I've got another few more websites noted down on there as well. And that's about it, guys. Now we're fully ready to open up the software and start working with it. Okay, so what you'll see, you'll actually see a set list position area there. So if you've got, like, say 5,000, 50,000 or even 100,000 URLs inside of the files, but you don't want to start from list position 1 or even 20, but you want to start on a specific list position, just enter that list position in there and the software will start from there. So for this example, we'll just enter something very random. We'll say 25, I don't know, 632. Number of URLs to comment. So instead of you having to babysit the software and let the software go through a certain amount of URLs before you press stop, you can actually tell the software to stop after you have posted to, say, for example, 20 websites, 2,000 websites, 20,000 websites. You also got a delay WordPress and movable type. Now this is the delay that the software will wait after it hits the submit button once the comment has been entered. So basically it's waiting for the website to update and make the post live. Normally between a 5 and 7 second delay is adequate here. Obviously when you do have your images disabled, it does work out to be much quicker. So if we just say 6 for this demonstration, you got a save report. I'm going to be creating my save report. I'm just going to write save URLs, urls.txt, and I'll save that onto there. Now the number of URLs in the text file. Now guys, I've tried my best to code round this in so many ways so that you can just enter exactly how many number of URLs you have in your urls.txt file. However, this application, the development platform that I'm using, just doesn't like it. So there is no way that I can really get around this other than users entering the number of URLs in their text file and just remembering to -1. Now I'm going to explain that to you one more time. So what this field is asking for is a number of URLs in your text file. However, the only thing that we need to remember is that the counting starts from 0. So that would be, even though we normally count from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, when you're looking at it on a computerized mathematical equation form, it starts from 0. So it'd be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all you have to really remember is that if you are going to start from 1 and you've got, say, 7 URLs in your text file, just -1 from there and enter that number inside of this software. So inside of this software, I'm going to now type in 6. Even though I've got 7 URLs in the urls.txt file, I'm going to type in and tell the software that I've actually got 6 because 0 is actually the very first one. I'm going to want to use dCaptcha, so I'm going to check the use dCaptcha checkbox. I haven't opted in to put in any manual captcha entries down here, guys, because I'm sure a number of users want to actually let their software run overnight and not get stuck on captcha forms when you don't have a dCaptcha account. So it's just use dCaptcha at the moment, guys. You will need a dCaptcha account with them and just enter your details in the dCaptcha.txt file. Now without further ado, guys, I'm going to click on play and we can see this software in action now. I'll try and navigate down whenever I can. Okay, so now what the software is doing is communicating with that URL, so URL number 25,633, and it's waiting for that website to load. It doesn't look like that was a very good URL starting position that I chose because the software the website is just not loading. So it's going to wait around 30 seconds. If it doesn't load, it's going to carry on to the next URL on the list. So Okay, here we go, guys. This is the reason why it's actually bandwidth limit exceeded. So the software is going to recognize that there is no comment box on here, so it's not going to wait around. It's going to try and navigate over to the next URL. So here's the next URL down here, guys. We don't actually have a comment form on here. I'm actually using a very old list, so maybe that's why. Okay, here's a comment form down here, guys, and you'll actually see this in action now. Okay, as you can see, the URL just changed there, and there we go. It's going to be much quicker than previous versions as well, guys. I've actually taken out a lot of the delay times in there, and the reason behind that is because delay times weren't actually needed, and I've actually used a few extra commands to ensure that all fields are being entered into the software correctly. Okay, so there you go, guys. As you can see, it is fairly fast, filling up the details for us fairly fast. It's going to hit the submit button, and it's going to update the website for us. Okay, this is another website with band limit exceeded. Again, guys, I am using an old list, so I do apologize. It is actually a bad example that I'm using this list with. However, I just want to show you exactly how you can work along with this software and how to ensure that you get the best possible results from this software without any issues whatsoever. So this software has actually been coded around somewhat. It's using new IDs, it's using new scraping abilities, and at the same time it's also been coded with dCaptcha, and along with dCaptcha it's actually been coded so that if you have any anti-spam checkboxes, it's going to actually check the anti-spam checkboxes for us as well, and make sure that we can actually pass the comment through and get that comment accepted. Other than that, guys, this is exactly how the software works. And what you will notice with the software is, oh yeah, one more thing that I need to mention to you guys is it's got some new advanced pop-up killers coding inside of this software. So what you might notice is once you have started the software, and if you try to click the browse button, you'll see it'll automatically close down. So there's the browse button there, guys, and as you can see, it closes down automatically because it's got some very advanced pop-up killers in here now, because the program was actually stalling along the way. But just to confirm that it still does work with the 4 very famous blogging platforms, and now you shouldn't have any issues whatsoever. Thank you very much, guys, and I hope you enjoy the update.